In the following video, we'll show you how to configure cross-references parameter. So first of all, we will detail the need of activating or inactivating cross-references, the data needed prior to go and configure the cross-references, the process itself, how to configure cross-references, the output generated once the cross-references are amended, and if there are any dependencies or exceptions to this process. So sometimes you will need to activate cross-references to better filter and validate certain FQA element combinations. So as an example, a bank account should not be mapped with a billable bill code. So when you activate the cross-references between account and bill code, and when you go and define the valid combinations and the invalid combinations, then if you match a bank account with a billable bill code, the system will throw a message to tell you that this transaction is flagged as invalid. So that raises a control and raises a message to the user to amend his combination. So prior to go and define the cross-reference setup, you need to know and identify what cross-references combinations you would like to activate and what should not be activated for. Because sometimes you have the possibility to activate cross-reference through and between all the elements of the FQA, but sometimes you only activate it for certain combinations, like I want the cross-reference to be valid and to be activated between company and AFEs, but not between company and bill code, for example. So to configure the cross-references, you need to go to General Ledger Customizer and you open the Xref Pair setup screen, and then you define the cross-references. Then you save. Whenever this process is done, you have now activated cross-references for the combination of elements selected. This doesn't mean that you have defined the cross-references, you have just activated the cross-references. So that's why you need now to go to the General Ledger element maintenance and define the cross-references between the element selection. For example, select one account, select one bill code and map it with different account. So those are valid cross-references. Accounts in this example that are dropped when they are matched to this bill code, they would be flagged as invalid transactions. There are no exceptions to this process, and now we will go in details and demo how to configure cross-references. So from General Ledger Customizer Xref Pair Setup, you select the ledger, and in here you have the possibility, it's like a matrix, you have the possibility to define certain or activate certain cross-references. As you can see here, all cross-reference is inactive, but if you want to activate it between company and account, you would select this. If you want account and bill code, then you go to account and bill code and you activate this. If you want bill code and AFEs, you will need to go and then define AFEs to bill code here. If you want to activate them all, you click on select all and they will be activated. If you want to inactivate them all, you click again there and they are inactive. So to activate them all, you do mark all and then you save. From this moment, the cross-references are active. That means the system will require, when booking transaction, will look at what cross-references you have defined for the selected account with different element. So you can maintain and update cross-references from this screen.